Wuthering Waves 2.7 update has a few changes for the visual settings in the game. In this video, I want to show you these new settings, and I also want to give you guys free presets that you can apply to your own game to make your game look better. You might have actually noticed that to the previous updates, the menus have changed and some of the options that we used to have are gone. So the first question I want to answer in this video is, where is the brightness and color settings that everybody is talking about? So what you gotta do is first change your image display mode to global filter, and then you can press on adjust. And with 2.7, they actually added a new tab into the filter menu. Next to the color palette, we have an advanced tab. So all you gotta do is click on advanced, and then you will finally see the brightness setting, the contrast setting, saturation. That's the kind of stuff that we had in the previous options. But with this update, they went even further beyond, because now we can change color temperature, sharpness, and a lot of more stuff, like grayscale, shadows, bloom, actually some fantastic new settings that they give to the players. One other thing that I've noticed is that they have finally fixed the brightness options, because this was not a brightness option before. It was called brightness, but what it did in the previous updates was change the gamma. So now it actually changes the brightness of the game, and yeah, it seems like they have finally fixed this. Since they have now fixed the brightness options, you barely need to do anything. I think it really comes down to your own device and also how you want your game to look, but I like to do a few changes. I actually prepared for you guys free presets that you can apply on your own game if you want to. So this is my default filter, you can see it like this. Then I will show you the vivid filter, making the game a bit more vibrant and colorful. And for the people that like it a bit more mature and less colorful, I actually prepared for you guys a Dystopian filter. This definitely gives the game a bit of a more mature look, less colorful. It's hard to tell in this new region, but I just wanted to use this new place to show you guys how beautiful the game can look. So let's actually get into the settings that you need to change to make your game look like this. As of right now, I'm using the balanced graphics quality to make it a bit more relatable. Then we have 60 FPS, VSync on, special quality of high, shadow quality high. Most of the stuff is literally on default right now. But one of the things that I like to turn off most of the time is just motion blur, and also volumetric lighting and volumetric fog. And that's my complete bias opinion. I like my game to just look more clear. I don't like bloom in general in video games. So of course you can leave some of these options on if you want to. Now we're gonna jump back into the filter options. As I said, the first preset I'm gonna show you is Dystopian, where I did a few tweaks. So first of all, I'll put my slider right here. It's not that important. I have filter intensity on 46, and to not stretch the video too long, just feel free to copy paste these options that I have adjusted in your own game if you want to. But before we move on, I encourage you guys to actually adjust the color temperature to your own device and your own display. I like to leave it around 100 and 200K, but this really comes down to your own device. And one of the new options that I really like is sharpness. I like to give this a bit of a pump here. I put this on 20, making the game a bit more popping out. If you pump this a bit too high though, be careful, it looks a bit weird. But having a bit of sharpness, I think actually looks quite good. Now we're gonna move on to the more colorful option, which is the vivid filter. Again, feel free to copy paste all these options if you want to, and just adjust the color temperature to your own liking, as I said. Also the color palette, I adjusted in the middle, and the filter intensity is on 31. And the last preset I want to show you guys is the default filter, which actually looks already good enough. You don't need to do a lot of changes, but what I like to do is put the slider around here. Then we also go on to the advanced tab. I pump the color temperature a bit up to 250K, sharpness a bit up, brightness a little bit lower because it does make the game a bit too bright, contrast a bit higher. Then we have saturation 5, grayscale 5, shadows -5. I turn it off blue, vignette, and will film grain. And that's pretty much the settings for my default. And this is what it looks like. So very beautiful. Again, tweak it to your own liking. These are just my ideas that you can copy paste if you want to. And this pretty much covers it, guys. I appreciate you all for watching. Let me know what you all think about the new settings that they have added in 2.7, and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. I see you guys in the next one. Peace.